me to cut you off, but I feel like we done ignored the women a little bit too long.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
I feel like we done ignored the women.
Okay,
a
go ahead,
bit
do
too
what you
long,
gotta do.
boy.
This is why you also in there, bro.
I asked y'all a
you see what I
question
don't see. You see what I don't see.
About 30 some odd minutes ago, and I said, "What do you do if you feel like a woman likes you, but you don't know if a woman likes you?" I was talking about mommy.
Okay, all right, all right.
Topped the PWI. That women's 250.
She the one.
I was really talking about like a real situation. Like I'm 30 years old trying to figure out my life. You feel me? But yeah,
if you buy her tacos, she's yours forever.
Listen, man. Rhea Ripley is the #1 wrestler in the world, according to PWI, Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Yours truly, your favorite, or your favorite's favorite, or somebody that's mad about this listing. Let's go ahead and find the top 10 real quick because.
And let me get right to the point. Like, she is the greatest Australian to ever live.
I seen you the link.
I don't know.
I got it right here, boy. Top 10. Yeah, top 10. You feel me? Rhea Ripley, #1 with a bullet. #2, Julia. #3, Bianca Belair. #4, Jamie Hayter. #5, Tam Nakano. #6, Athena. 7, Deonna Purrazzo. 8, Willow Nightingale. 9, Camille Brick. You feel me? And 10, Jordan Grace.
Yo, that's how you pronounce that shit? Is Julia?
Yeah,
that's awesome,
bro. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was sitting there thinking to myself, I was like, yo, I was gonna read it, and I was like, I don't know how to pronounce that. I was like, I'm just gonna let him do it. I was like, nigga, nigga, I could have said that.
I could have said Guilia.
That's what I was like. Is it like Giaia? Is it that?
I promise you,
it gotta be something exotic, like Lourdes.
Y'all seen what's that one movie? Y'all seen Daddy's Little Girls? Julia, I never make a fool of ya.
Yeah, with Stringer Bell.
Yeah, actually, yeah, and Chris, what's bro name? Fat Cuz Robinson, whatever.
Oh, Craig Robinson.
Oh, Craig
Robinson. Craig Robinson. I said Chris Robinson. Chris Robinson's the director. Anyways, but yeah, Rhea Ripley is the #1 wrestler in the world. PWI said it so. What do y'all think? Because the IWC was in a bit of an uproar.
What for this one? So one you want to be in an uproar for?
A lot of people thought it should have been Athena.
Man, listen, man, stop acting like y'all niggas watch Impact. Like
she's not on Impact.
I mean ROH. Stop acting like you really watch ROH and Impact. You don't care about Deonna Purrazzo either. Tied it right back in there.
I'm clipping that part for sure.
Yo, stop acting like y'all niggas really listen. Only people that was saying that Athena was fucking blowing niggas' heads off was us. Nigga, we would say like, listen, Athena over there kicking niggas' faces off, you know what I mean? But whatever. But I think they got it right. Listen, Rhea Ripley first of all, she's the greatest Australian to ever live. I'm saying, debate your bitch and your mama. It's probably the same person.
What about
Crocodile Dundee?
What about Crocodile Dundee, man? What about him?
I don't listen. I bet you Rhea Ripley can do exactly what she did, but make Dominic do it.
Right, but can Crocodile Dundee do what Rhea Ripley do?
Can he do a riptide? Can he do a riptide? I don't know.
Why are we talking about dead niggas?
Yo, bud, because man, he's one of the greatest dead niggas that ever lived before he was dead. And
that's a good fucking point though.
So like yeah, she had the best year like from like making like first off that Judgment Day shit wouldn't be rocking without her. And I don't know what the timeline was for their list per se because I know there's always like a
qualification.
Crocodile Dundee, that nigga's still alive.
His son.
Yeah, his daughter too. Like,
no, Crocodile Dundee. Nigga, y'all talking about Steve Irwin.
Oh, he not Crocodile Dundee?
Oh, he's a crocodile hunter.
No, Crocodile Dundee. Crocodile hunter.
No, he's a crocodile hunter. Either way, it's Rhea Ripley. It's Rhea Ripley.
It's this nigga right here. It's this nigga. Bro, that's Crocodile Dundee. It was like
that's a different nigga.
Yeah, it's like that's not a knife. That's a knife. Like this is a knife or whatever. Like that's the thing. Y'all talking about Steve Irwin.
Bro, is Rhea Ripley
Paul Hogan's still alive.
His daughter, Steven Adams. All right. But yeah, I don't know what the thing was, like, but she's had the best year out of all the women to me. Like, just like consistently, just like being on TV. Like, she made that Judgment Day fucking work, you know what I'm saying? Well, she fucking took over and decided to be Bill Belichick of Judgment Day. And like, I think she had the best year. And I know Julia now, that I know that's her name. I know she's been running the show, you know what I'm saying? Across the seas, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, Bianca Belair is saying this is just fucking perfect in all ways, respectfully. And yeah, man, Athena should have been higher, sure. But you know what I'm saying, Jamie Hayter, you know what I mean, whatever she had before she got hurt, you know what I mean? I'll probably put her over Jamie Hayter, you know what I'm saying, because Athena's really been just fucking decapitating powerful women of wrestling. And yeah, the top 10, you know what I'm saying, how to round it out. You know what I mean? I'm with that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, G Nation has an amazing point. Go ahead, Ben.
Rhea Ripley. Okay, all right. Okay. I gotta agree with that. But yo,
what's up?
This run as the champion by Rhea Ripley has been kind of ass. Like,
why? Why do you say that?
I don't like. It's just been an underwhelming like title reign for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like the match at when she won it off of Charlotte, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel like she's had any like real opponents that I could look at and be like, wow, that was a good rivalry. Like, okay, that was cool that she had. It's nobody that really stands out to me for any of her like opponents. And like looking back, like they've never really added up. It's been like weird shit. Like when she was doing the feud with Raquel Gonzalez, it was like, oh, you're not even involved in anything I'm doing. We don't have a storyline. I just see you backstage, and like for some reason, I'm walking by you and telling you to stay out of my business. Like we have never had an interaction. You're not a singles wrestler. You're in a whole tag team, and I'm gonna make it my business to make sure that you not only like stay out of my business or whatever. Like even though you weren't talking to me or whatever, I'm gonna make sure you lose your tag titles, and then we're gonna flip this into a rivalry. And we're not even going to do it at pay-per-view. We're going to do this on an episode of Raw or whatever. And it's going to be like a whole like weird thing. Like it was like, I feel like none of it has ever like added up. I don't feel like they've given like her like full attention. I feel like the belt has been more of an aesthetic. Like I'm running Judgment Day. Like, yo,
that doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Like I'm not, but I don't have any like big rivals to show for it. And like, I feel like Bianca Belair, the last little like bit of her reign, I feel like she suffered from that too. It was like, okay, well, you know, I'm having these matches, I'm on these pay-per-views, I'm doing this stuff, but I'm not having like the standout rivalries or opponents that I feel like she should be having. I don't know whether that's something that like that Triple H got going on with him or what it is, but I feel like that's something that needs to be corrected. Like,
do you think that is something that should be considered more with these lists and determining who should be, you know, placed where?
I know like these lists, like they take like different things into account. Like, okay, like what, like how many people did you reach like for your audience, and like how many matches did you win, and how many matches have you had? And I feel like I can't argue with the numbers or anything like that Rhea Ripley has done. I can't argue that she's been like you know, had a large presence and everything like that over the past year, but I just feel like I know the numbers are there to back it up, but I feel like the reign has been kind of underwhelming for me.
So every title reign has been a little underwhelming. What do you think?
Yeah, that's cool, but here's this my thing. I don't know if that is I don't know if that is something that takes prominence or takes precedence in a situation like this, as far as creating the list of top wrestlers in the world, right? Because like it's not saying which women had the best title reigns. That's not the question. The list isn't which women had the best title reigns, because if that was the case, then Athena should be number one.
True. Yeah, that's why I conceded.
Yeah. So like with all of those other like factors to put in there, I kind of wonder, like, do kayfabe accolades matter more than like positioning and placement?
Does streaming matter?
And promotion and platform? You feel me?
Impressions
like, does
gotta
that
matter, right?
More?
Impressions gotta matter. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching me, if you're watching everything that I'm doing inside or outside, I mean, that has to factor in. Like you would think, because if you're not seeing me, like my favorite spot, like I'm glad Willow got up in the top 10 because Willow had a hell of a year. Like Willow was doing her fucking thing. Yeah, and I'm glad that she got that she got in the top 10.
What was that? I just saw something that said this is the first time in 10 years that none of the 4 horsewomen are in the top 10.
Hey man, and that means women's wrestling is on the up and up. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to have the same motherfuckers in there. Like there's a lot more variety out there now. Like it just doesn't have to be them in there. Even though I'm saying Bianca is like, come on, man, we know who Braun is. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
So, I don't know why I was thinking Mercedes Moné was in the top 10. My bad, but
no, that was she. I bet she would have been there. Like especially like coming off of what she came off of, like coming off the run, like winning the NJPW title. You know what I mean? And like getting off of Kyrie and shit. Like, but I think like Willow getting in the top 10, like that shit. I was like, yeah. Like that, you're saying like that. That's how you recognize somebody like Willow and Athena being in the top 10, because like most like niggas wouldn't recognize that shit. You know what I mean? Like you would even fucking like, except for the real niggas that see them fucking kicking and fucking booty bumping niggas' faces off. You know, feel me? Like Willow captured Willow made a name for herself in a year, even though she's been a name for years and years. And like that's why I said this a long time ago. Like I like lists like this where you feel like yeah, nigga, like yeah, you fucking right. So like congratulations to them, but I ain't got no problem with the list, love.
Yeah, like when you take into those factors, like it's pretty clean cut.
I just think that a lot of the IWC and like a lot of people that are like wrestling fans that are just like on the internet a little bit too much, probably just slow it down a little bit, man, because we got to think with our whole brains on this thing. You feel me? Like we can't just be like, I understand that we all have things that we like and we have things that we try to push, but like a lot of people want things to be one way when they will never be that way. You talking about American wrestling media outlets and you wondering why they not covering foreign companies with the respect that you feel that they deserve, because you probably got a fetish.
All right,
my mind.
We're not going back. We're not reopening this can of worms. What else happened this week? Let's go back. No. I'm cutting this shit off.
Brodello Negro. Brodello.
Brodello, hey, Modelo and Brodello, you feel me? That's the cousin, you feel me? Like Arnie.
Luigi? Brodello's Luigi.
No, Brodello was Waluigi.
Yo. All right, man.
Brodello's mustache turned upside down.
Hey.
All right,
back to what I was saying before we